I always tell guys, lead with sex. See, tricks like to lead with the wallet. I tell motherfuckers, lead with sex. So you can see if the woman is sexually attracted to you, because once she's sexually attracted to you, then everything else will fall into place smoothly. Click the link below or go straight to mrlocario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, The Definition of Game.
Sean, I'm the one that posted that comment. This is what I want to say, Locario, because I want your clarification. I'm not saying that game isn't important. I'm working on my game right now as we speak. My game isn't the strongest. It's something I'm working on.
Right.
In addition to bettering myself.
Right.
But the thing I want to say is that, like, while I understand the importance of game, Locario, I've been in situations where even with the little game I do have now, I was able to attract women, get them on a date. But when I got sized up and, you know, I asked, what am I doing? What was I driving? What am I doing? Like, finances came into play. The whole date went left. So all I'm saying is that, like, I just, and I know you're not saying you stress the importance of bettering yourself, but that's all I'm saying. I just think it needs to be a balance of learning the game and getting your finances together, because the truth is there are some women that, regardless of the game or the mouthpiece, or, you know, maybe for you or some of the guys in the comments, that'll work. But where I'm at, some women, regardless of your game, your mouthpiece, if you're not at a certain level, they're not trying to fuck with you.
No, but why do you think those women size you up for what was they asking? What were they asking you?
I took her on a date. She was fine, and you know, the date went well and everything. But would you take her? Would you take her? Okay, what do you do?
Would you take her?
We got sushi.
This is the first date?
This is like the second date.
Second date. What'd you do on the first date?
We was just walking around. We was walking around downtown.
Okay, how long were you walking around with her? How long was the first date?
Oh, it was like 40 minutes, an hour.
Okay, did y'all kiss on that first date?
No, we didn't.
Okay, did you try to kiss her?
No.
Okay, why not?
I mean, I didn't really know her like that. I was trying to feel her out, see if this was something I wanted to continue to do.
Okay, so on the second date, you took on the second date to get sushi. How long were you with the second date last?
Same thing, about an hour.
About an hour. Did you kiss on the second date?
No, that's when I got sized up.
Okay, now this is what I'm talking about. See, it's a combination of things, right? And this is why understanding game is important. The reason why, and when you say you got sized up, what did she ask you?
Specifically at that time, this was specifically I was working at Rite Aid. So she asked me, like, so what are you doing? You know, where are you working at? At that time I also had a hoopty. She was like, what kind of car are you driving? I told her, I was honest, and that was it.
Right. So she just so while y'all was eating sushi, she asked you these questions.
Right.
Okay, now I'm gonna tell you why all that happened. Right?
Okay.
Now, on the surface level, the reason why that happened, right? I'm gonna tell you the surface level, and I'm gonna tell you the deeper level why that happened. Surface level why that happened is because when you were on these dates, right, you were acting like the type of guy who women would see as boyfriend material, right? So what happens is when you first date women, when you first interacting with them, they're gonna look at you and say, is this guy boyfriend material, or is this guy just like fuckboy material? Like, are we just gonna get it in and hook up a few times or whatever, right? And so what happens is you were acting like the type of guy who was leaning more to the boyfriend material guy, which is because you didn't kiss her, you wasn't really going in, you wasn't really making it sexual. You understand what I'm saying? Because you didn't kiss her on the second date or the first date, right?
Right.
And did you see her after that? That was the last time you saw her?
No, it was the last time I saw her, right.
Right. And so what happened is because you weren't making it sexual, And because you weren't making it that type of energy, she saw you as boyfriend material, meaning that, oh, this is the type of guy I can take it slow with, and he'll probably end up wifing me up, and so that I can be with him as his girlfriend. Now, that's why she asked you, what do you do? Because she's thinking, if I'm gonna have a boyfriend, I want him to have some sort of resources or something that I can, latch onto. You see what I'm saying? See, what you have to understand is this. What women want, generally, like their perfect type of guy, is a guy who is boyfriend material and who they're sexually attracted to. You understand? So he's a combination of boyfriend and fuckboy in one. That's what they really want. Meaning the guy they're super sexually attracted to and the guy that's gonna provide, protect, all that other bullshit, right? Now, what you displayed on the date was just the guy who was boyfriend energy, provide, protect type of dude. So when she's asking you, what do you do and what kind of car you drive, she's like, what level are you at to provide and protect for me? You understand what I'm saying? And then when you told her, oh yeah, I'm just working at Rite Aid and I'm doing this and doing that, right? She's like, okay, well, he don't have enough for me to even put him in that category. So you were never in the sexually attractive alpha male dominant category because you were not making any moves to show her that. So you defaulted to the boyfriend category. And now that you defaulted to the boyfriend category, right? What it was that she said that, okay, you don't have enough to make this happen. So when you're saying you got to be at a certain level, right? What happens is that certain level you're talking about, that equates to when a woman is looking at you or interacting with you in the way where she just sees you as the type of guy she wants to settle with. You understand? So what happens is this, I talked about this before. There was a guy who did a speech, I keep forgetting his name, and he asked the audience, he said, hey, do dogs like bones? The audience said yes. He said no. He said dogs like steak, they settle for bones. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is women, they settle for the guy who has the resources to be their boyfriend or husband. So she was looking at you like that because you didn't exude the other stuff, which was the sexually attractive alpha male type of guy she just wanted to fuck. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I tell guys, yo, when you first are on dates or when you're first talking to these girls or whatever, you have to make it sexual first so that she will see you as that guy first so you can get sex. And then after that, if you want to make her your girlfriend and everything, you can do all that stuff later. Because trust and believe, if you would have flirted with this girl and you would have kissed her and y'all would have fucked, she wouldn't give a fuck if you was working at Rite Aid. She would have made it work. She'd be like, well, if she would have liked you in that manner and she would have saw you, as that guy, right? She would have still been fucking with you to a certain extent. If you,
well, Locario, when I say that I didn't kiss her, I didn't kiss her. I mean, I was definitely flirting. Mm-hmm. I just didn't take it that far.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Because you didn't take it that far, she put you in that category. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why I tell guys, you got to take it that far. You have to. That's why you got to take it that far, so that she doesn't put you in that category of boyfriend material guy or even friend zone. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to. That's what I do. Right. So that's the surface level as to why she did that. Now there are times where a chick you might flirt with her and kiss her and do all this other stuff, and she may not necessarily see you as boyfriend material because she's like, damn, this guy just wants to fuck. But it's better that she sees you as that than just sees you as boyfriend material, because she's gonna, take it slow, and that's why she's gonna size you up. Right now, the deeper reason why she sized you up was because there's something within you that when you interact with these women, you feel like, right? Or you assume or you think that is what women need from you. So you're already coming at the interaction that way, which is partly why you weren't being sexual, why you weren't flirting, why you were giving off that energy of that boyfriend material guy in the first place. So what happens is that you're getting that type of treatment from this woman, and you'll probably get that type of treatment from other women because you're coming at the situation that way. You understand? Like, for example, let's say a guy goes on a first date, right? First date, he meets a girl off Tinder or some shit, and they go on a first date and he says, hey, let me take you out to dinner, right? And she says, okay, cool. And then he shows up to the date with flowers, right? So he's taking her out to dinner and he shows up with flowers, right? And then he calls me and says, Mr. Locario, like, I was on this date and this girl, she asked me what I do for a living. And, you know, she wanted to know like what my credit score was and all this other shit. And I asked him, I said, so what'd you do on the date? Oh, well, I took her out to dinner to Ruth Chris and I bought her some flowers. Nigga, of course she asking you all of that because you're showing and presenting yourself as boyfriend material. You're doing all that romantic shit. You know, you're taking it slow. You see what I'm saying? That's what you were doing. You were taking it slow. So of course she's going to respond and react that way. This is what I try to tell you guys. You're gonna get women who's gonna respond and react to you that way because of that. So it's not that women want a guy on a certain level. It's that you are displaying yourself as this particular guy and she's following suit. You understand? Because that same girl that you went out with, she went out with another nigga who fucked her like the same night. You understand what I'm saying? Fucked her within two days of me and her, whatever it was, because he came at her different. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, where you, even if you looking at a girl as you say, damn, she would be wifey, you still got to come at it on some sex shit from the beginning. Still, because you have to see if this girl's sexually attracted to you. Because guess what? That same girl you went on those 2 dates with, she could have went on a fucking third date with you, right? Or a fourth date, and then you could have probably hit it the third or the fourth date, and she would have got with you, but you still wouldn't have known if this girl was sexually attracted to you. And then what would have happened is you'd have probably wifed this girl up, right? She would have became your girlfriend and at some point your wife, and you would have been one of these niggas in a relationship where you're only getting sex once every week or two. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how that happens, where guys, they do not start with sexual interactions first. They get with a woman who strings them along because she knows that you're that type of guy who's going to take it slow and be boyfriend material. She'll go on to 3 or 4 or 5 dates with you. She'll finally let you get some pussy, right? And then she'll give you enough pussy to get you hooked so that you can make her your girlfriend or wife or whatever it is. And then once she got you locked into, you know, let's say a marriage or some shit, then she's like, cool, I ain't gotta fuck this motherfucker no more because I ain't really like fucking him in the first place. I just was doing all that shit to get to secure the bag. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. So it's not that women like guys at a certain level. Women want those guys at that quote unquote certain level because those are the type of guys that they're going to use as boyfriend and husband material. You understand? That's what I'm trying to explain to you, brother.
So I make sure I'm hearing you correctly. It's like, it's basically how you, the vibe that you give off with the woman.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's like this. Look, it's like this. Like, you have to understand that women are reacting to us. They're responding to us. So we take action, they respond. You understand what I'm saying? So whatever we do, they're gonna like women essentially are following us all the time, but y'all don't realize it. Y'all think women, a woman following you is you just giving her an instruction and she follow. No, women are following you every time. So whenever a guy gets in the friend zone, he led that girl to putting him in that friend zone by acting friendly. You understand? So she's like, oh, this guy, you know, he's just a cool guy. He's, you know, very platonic. You know, I'm not really turned on by him because he's just talking about the weather and, you know, whatever. And then she just becomes friends with this guy, right? If you interact with a girl and you're whining and dining her, you understand what I'm saying? Taking her to fancy restaurants, you take her on 3 or 4 dates, you haven't even kissed her yet, right? You're leading her into a relationship. She's like, oh, this guy's relationship material. He's not like the fuck boy I fucked last night before I came and saw him. The guy I met last night at the bar who just started flirting with me and started, you know, talking to me all that sexy shit in my ear, and I got wet and he fucked me in the back of his car. He's not like that guy. He's different. He's taking me out. He's taking it slow. He's a good guy. This is like a guy that I could take home to mom. You understand what I'm saying? So you're leading her into a relationship. If you approach a girl and you're talking to her, you're flirting with her, you're spitting that shit back and forth in her ear and shit, she's getting all wet, you're leading her into the bedroom. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that I tell guys to do that sexual shit first, because what happens is she's going to respond to you a certain way. So she's either going to respond to you in a way where she wants to make it happen, or she's going to respond to you in a way where she doesn't want it to happen. And usually if she doesn't want it to happen, doesn't mean she's not interested in you. It just means that she's not that sexually attracted to you, which means that she's leaning more to seeing you as a guy that's more boyfriend material. But you'll know that, you understand what I'm saying, by leading with the sex first. Because the worst part is you don't want to ever get into a relationship with a woman who has no sexual attraction for you, or little to no sexual attraction for you, because that can happen also. But that happens when you don't lead with sex. I always tell guys, lead with sex. See, tricks like to lead with the wallet. I tell motherfuckers, lead with sex, so you can see if the woman is sexually attracted to you, because once she's sexually attracted to you, then everything else will fall into place smoothly. You understand? And so what I'm saying is you don't want to lead with a woman on some boyfriendy, girlfriendy shit, taking it slow, because you will never know if this woman is actually sexually attracted to you. You see what I'm saying? Her having sex with you does not mean she's sexually attracted to you. Her having sex with you sometimes is her feeling like, this is what I have to do to secure the bag. So she wanted to know what your bag was looking like. That's why you didn't go on a third date, because your bag wasn't big enough for her to secure. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that you had to be at a certain caliber. What it is that she saw you as that type of guy who was boyfriend material, and that's what they expect from those guys. You understand? Because see, even when dudes is talking about like the high value man stuff and making the six figures and all that other shit, that whole idea is just women trying to secure the bag. They're trying to secure a guy who's going to take care of them. That's what they want. It's not about them actually being sexually attracted to these guys. You feel what I'm saying? That's not what it is.
Okay, I see.
You see what I'm saying?
Last thing I'm gonna say, I know you got other calls.
Oh no, go ahead. You got.
I appreciate that. Last thing I'm gonna say, like I said, I watch your program, how to learn how to approach women in 30 days.
Right.
Because I'm 22, so like I said, I'm trying to learn my game. Because I agree with you. Like I said, I don't want to just be the guy getting used for money and everything. Right. So I agree with what you're saying. I love your show, and I appreciate everything you do. So thank you.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, you young though, so you good. You'll learn soon. But I just wanted to let you know that, like, it's not a thing where women are they want a guy at a certain level. You understand what I'm saying? The thing is that they'll want a guy at a certain level if they're looking for that guy to be their boyfriend or husband, because they need you to have a certain amount of resources to take care of them, or if they're gonna like have, babies with you and all that other shit. What I'm saying is, you young, bro, have fun out there. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the thing. Even if you're not necessarily trying to smash a chicken, really quick, and you want to like feel her out, you can still do that, but you still need to have, like, you still got to at least like flirt with her, at least kiss her a little. You got to do something to see and have her respond to you sexually. That's all I'm saying. There needs to be something with her responding to you sexually. Like, stop going on these dates where you're not flirting or kissing or doing anything. Like, you gotta stop doing that. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're gonna waste a lot of time. You see what I mean?
I got you.
All right, man. I'm a holla. Click the link below and get your bad boy gear. Get the t-shirts, Submissive Women Are Sexy, Binary as Fuck, and I'm God to These Hoes. Click the link below to get your bad boy gear today. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below.